Your child provokes you and dysregulates your emotions, but you don't want to transfer your trauma to them. My name is Ma Ikonde, and I am a parent coach and online branding consultant. And today we are answering the second question in this series on how not to transfer your trauma to your children. What's trauma? Trauma is a severe and lasting emotional shock and pain caused by an extremely upsetting experience. We have childhood trauma, generational trauma, and many others. Trauma is a kind of chronic stress that can affect our memory, our learning, and concentration. It is certainly something that you don't want to transfer to your children. For sure, no parent want to transfer his or her own trauma to our children. So if you're that parent, stay tuned to this video and let's unveil 5 ways that are going to help you in order not to transfer your trauma to your children. Number one, you need to make up your mind to heal. Okay, another comes with an assertive decision that it ends with me, meaning that what I went through when I was a child or an adult, or the stress, the traumatic shock, the chronic experiences, the, the tough experiences that I went through as a child, I don't want to transfer this to my children. And it begins with a firm inner decision, a firm personal decision to be different. Actually influences your actions and how you parent your mind to be different in order to change the pattern for the next generation. Meaning that any traumatic experience that you went through as a child, you will do everything possible to make sure that your child doesn't go through those experiences, even if it means that you have to learn new skills, even if it means that you have to give up some things, even if it means that you have to change some habits. You're ready to do everything it takes to make sure that you don't transfer chronic stress, shocking experiences, pain to your child. Number two, you have to normalize some of your child's behavior. Sometimes, we African parents, we can be very harsh, very hard, okay, on our kids for every little thing, for every small mistake. Okay, sometimes we need to normalize some of their behavior because most of the times they're going to outgrow many of it. Okay, by normalizing it, it's going to help you not to be easily triggered. And now when you're triggered, because it's you to shout, to be angry, to react in a way that your child can be shocked, your child is surprised, your child feels hatred, your child feels so much negativity from you, and that is not what you want, right? Because you don't want to transfer your trauma to your children, right? And the reason why you're behaving that way is because when you did maybe similar mistake when you were a child, your parents escalated. That's how you learn how to handle such situations, and you're simply replicating it. So you need to normalize some of their behavior. And this brings us to the third point. Avoid overly shouting, nagging, and insulting. Avoid doing all of that in your home because sincerely it creates the wrong atmosphere if you don't want to transfer trauma to your children. All the negativity that your trauma is bringing is affecting your child's self-esteem, whether you are doing it consciously or not, whether you admit it or not. It's affecting your child's self-esteem, his or her confidence, how he or she will value himself. So you need to endeavor to be a happy and a calm parent, like friendly, okay, like a good person to be around with, so that you create that safe environment where your child feels heard, your child feels peace, your child feels calm, and your child normalizes that and equally create that pattern for his or her future family. Number four, you have to heal yourself. Okay, you have to heal yourself. Now, healing is no longer just for physical wounds, it's equally for emotional wounds. And your pain could not have been your fault, but healing is your responsibility. Okay, so you have to heal. So now how do you heal? There are many ways to heal. And now you heal through mindfulness. There are some mindfulness techniques that you can consistently do that's going to help you to heal from those negative emotions, from those trigger that you feel whenever something happens and that reminds you of a traumatic experience that you went through before. You need to heal from those feelings so that whenever you face similar circumstances, you don't let your feelings get over. Some of the mindfulness techniques that you will need is journaling. You need to journal, write about your emotions, write about what you feel, write about what you felt when they did this to you. Like process those emotions, because it's not by running away from it that you're going to heal from it. It's by talking about it, taking it out of your body, because those emotions need to be released. Okay, so talk about it, write it, that you become free from it eventually. Okay, also you need deep breathing. When we face trauma, we tense up our emotions, and it makes us to behave out of reason, because we are so tense, our body is tense, our emotions are so tense, and now we just react because we're triggered. Anything comes out, anything goes. No, whenever we feel triggered, it's important for us to pause, take our time to breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. You release those emotions, you calm down yourself, and you bring serenity and peace to those emotions and to your inner self. Another mindfulness technique is to time out. Whenever you realize that the situation is really getting beyond you, remove yourself from the situation, take some time out, come back refreshed with a more calm mind to reason and to do things with more logic without being overly dramatic over the matter. And number five, which is not the least, not the last, number five way not to transfer trauma to your child is to actually share your story with them. Okay, it's not by hiding our stories or our traumatic experiences that we are going to prevent our children from facing them. Okay, so we have to talk about it. I know that it is very difficult, and I know that many parents will not want to do this, but if you feel like child is mature enough to understand, talk about it to them so that you equip your child to take informed decisions, to make the right choices based on your experiences in order to avoid the same circumstances. Open conversations, create a safe environment where your child feel open to talk with you, your child feel vulnerable with you, your child get to feel heard, feel understood. That really helps to bring the calm and serenity that you need in order not to transfer your trauma to your children. Life happens, and at times we can escalate. We can let our anger make us to do what we never thought we could do, like to do the unimaginable. But there is still hope, okay? Meaning that we can still repair, we can still show empathy, we can still make amends, we can still be in good terms with our children. Okay, meaning that we have to apologize, make peace with them whenever we feel guilty to have escalated, whenever we feel like we overreacted towards a petty issue. Okay, we need to have a calm discussion with them, apologize, make amends, admit you're wrong, hear what your child has to say, let your child equally unveil their feelings, be liberated, and equally release those negative feelings from them, so that they will not carry those negative emotions along and now begin to spread negativity everywhere and cause harm to others and continue with that harmful pattern with their own kids. Okay, so this is one of the most beautiful aspects of parenting. You get to make peace, you get to apologize, you get to repair from a wrong that you did. If you didn't follow the five rules that I mentioned on how not to transfer your trauma to your children, talk, apologize, repair, make peace, smile, happy, and hug, and calm and serenity is being restored back. And I show you that this is like the most beautiful aspect of parenting. So try it out and let me know how children deserve our love, our sacrifices, and the value we give to them. If you're on the journey not to transfer your trauma to your child, just know that it is completely worth it, and your child is going to thank you enormously. Be happy, be proud of yourself because you are breaking generational curses, generational patterns. Congratulations and courage, mama, courage, dada. Wishing you all the best on your journey. And if you need personalized help on this, make sure to reach out to me and I'm going to help you on how to practicalize this if you need my group or one-on-one coaching. Tomorrow, I'm going to be handling the last session of this series, which is the third question that the parent asks on how do I let my parents know that their parenting is hurting me or their parenting needs a reform. See you in my next video. Bye.